you get attached to people really easily. You're really trusting.
Let's just relax, bro. We don't need to talk about that. These horoscopes are lies.
Really?
Oh, it's a fucking lie.
Hold up.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to, I think this is the 7th podcast. This is either the 6th or the 7th podcast. What were we just talking about?
Alexa.
Yeah, we were talking about Alexa, and Brock has is this an Alexa?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 Alexas. So we were just, if you haven't seen, Alexa has the intruder alert option. You can program it.
Careful when you're saying that. She's gonna pop on.
She goes, somebody! Gosh.
No, so you can program it to say like whatever you want. And so she programmed it. Whenever you say intruder alert, it'll be like,
What are you doing in my swamp? And then All Star starts playing.
so it's like Shrek.
The Shrek
And like the
song.
lights turn green,
But whatever. We were just talking about like at-home devices.
yeah.
And I was trying to think of what's the Amazon one?
Oh, the drone?
This
No.
is the
Camera.
Amazon one. Oh, like
Is
camera?
it? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what's the other
camera.
one then?
Google
like
Home?
Google Home?
Yeah. Do you just say hey Google
Google.
or what? Hey Google. They go, see, I do not understand stutter. I'm like,
No, but earlier I was like, dang, I need to get a smart lock for the front door. Because
so you can
you were
lock it
coming
with your
over and I
phone?
was like, I wish I could just unlock the door from my bed.
so you don't have to
I
like
just
get up.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. America's
I might
just
get
going
one of-
deeper and
I
deeper
might
into
get one of
obesity.
those.
Yeah. We just don't have to move from the bed like ever again. We just have it all just hooked up, programmed.
As you guys can see, we all have glasses this time.
It's
Got
just
some water
Straight vodka.
and some wine. Yeah, this
Flavored
is
water.
straight vodka because we're hard like that. So, yeah, let's dive into today's number one topic. Yeah. This one's pretty deep, dude. Oh, there's a backside of this paper? I didn't even see there's a backside. Jeez. Okay. All right. Jordan wrote this down. She had a question of, is there an afterlife? What are your initial thoughts? Is there an afterlife?
I feel like there is, but it's not like what we think it's going to be.
Do you think an afterlife is dependent upon which religion you believe in?
No, I feel like when you get to the afterlife, you'll realize which religion was right.
What do you mean? So which one you believed actually happens?
So if you believed in like, say, this is like far off, but like say you believed in like Egyptian gods and you thought you were going to like their afterlife, but instead you went to like the afterlife of like Christianity,
Yeah.
then you'd get there and you'd be like,
Yeah, but then...
oh.
But then you'd realize, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but what
I
if
was
you don't
wrong.
Go? What if you don't go there because you didn't believe in Christianity?
I don't think that would
yeah,
happen.
does believing
That's
mean...
what I'm saying. No one knows. It's like crazy.
Religion is a weird topic,
Isn't it insane
dude.
they don't know what happens when we die?
No one really
Like,
knows.
how have they not figured that out yet?
I mean, there's been like...
You know why? Because people die to
There
get
should be
there.
some technology for that.
Yeah, to like kill them and bring them back to life.
Well,
Have
there's
you
some
ever
people that
seen
have
that
like died
movie?
and came back to life.
There's been stories.
And they
like,
say, yeah, I met God and like my dead sister.
but like, how do they know that it was God?
Or it was like a dream or something.
Yeah, maybe it was a dream. You know
Because
what I'm
that's
saying?
what
But
they
also
think
when
is
you
gonna
die,
happen.
DMT is released into your brain. So like you see a bunch of visions
Isn't that what's released?
while you dream.
Isn't that released during like shrooms or something?
Yeah, well, no, you actually, it's like a DMT, you just smoke it.
Isn't
like
it?
it's its own drug.
Is it a hallucinogen or hallucinogen? Oh, I don't know the word. I don't know how to say it.
Hallucinogen?
It's like the same experience
Hallucinogen.
you get like when you die. You just see a bunch of stuff. And like people will say they have new awakenings.
Dang. So that's like why people do shrooms, for example,
No,
so they can
not
have a new awakening
Yeah.
about life. We talked about that in the last podcast, but so do you think that religion is important if everyone goes to the same afterlife?
I think... Oh, I almost got deep. I'll get deep. But like, I feel like religion is like a comfort for people.
That's how
because
I feel.
it's like scary dying, obviously.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's more of a cushion put there, like an idea in your head, so that
Or like it gives them good morals.
yeah,
Like
Yeah,
morals
something
to live by.
Yeah, something to follow.
to live
Well,
by.
I
And
feel like a
then,
lot of people go to Christianity so they can like live a morally good life.
Or just a life that is thought by a lot of people
Like
as
doing
positive.
good things and stuff.
Yeah. So you're like seen, because if like the majority of people are religious and like you're not, then maybe you're seen as like lesser of like a good human being because you don't follow morals. But if you're like religious and you follow morals, then you're seen as someone who
What are those people called who don't believe in God?
atheist
Yeah, totally just
or just I think that's just
no, atheist is you don't believe in anything. Agnostic is when you believe in something, you just don't know what it
Oh
is.
yeah.
agnostic. You
Yeah.
said
Agnostic.
You believe
dropping
in-
some dang knowledge bombs over here. Dang, I actually learned something today. Some intellect.
What do you think?
What do I
What's
think?
your opinion?
About the afterlife?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think religion, to go with what Jordan said, is something that people rely on. I also think it goes with the times. So, like, for example, in ancient Egypt and ancient Greece, like different civilizations and stuff, they all had their own belief of like different gods. So, like, and then like for ancient Greece or whatever, they like base those, I think in Egypt, they base them like on constellations or whatever, and they called like some constellations were like monsters and stuff like that. And then they realized that like as time went on, like that's not true at all, but like maybe this is true. And I think like that's where religion just keeps
They
going.
just keep being led on to new things.
Yeah, because like, oh, like this wasn't true. But I took a religion class in college, and I think it was Old Testament, and it said basically what I got from like the whole class is the teacher was kind of saying like the Bible is a book that someone wrote,
Yeah.
that someone just made. So like the stories in it could be like made up or whatever, and that's like the same with all religions.
Yeah.
It's like something could just be made up,
Mm-hmm.
and like we don't know what's really true because there's no actual documentation unless there's like pictures and videos, which there weren't back then. So how do we know that like that, you know, God was real, or that any of the gods of ancient Greece or whatever were real? You know what I'm saying? I think it's all just like a story. They're all just stories that are like slightly changed as time goes on.
Yeah. It also brings in to play like karma and fate. Like,
Yeah.
I believe in karma. Like, you do something bad happens to you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like that happens a lot, honestly.
But
Yeah.
someone could
And also
like,
fate, like create your own destiny and stuff. Like, something's meant to be. Everything happens for a reason.
yeah. Some people play that into like religion though. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm living this way because like God gave me these opportunities, but maybe God
Yeah, someone
didn't
like
give
got a
you.
new position. They're like, God did all this work for me.
Yeah, some people just like think God, which like that's not like, it's not a wrong way to do it, but it's not necessarily right either.
Uh-uh.
You know what I'm saying? It's just an idea of doing something.
Yeah, the universe works in weird ways. We're just like a small pebble.
A small
I
rock.
just think we're just one galaxy.
Do you think aliens are real?
Yeah, I do think
Yeah.
aliens are real.
Do you think there's
No way they're not real.
Do you think there's just different life forms out there?
Definitely. They discovered water on Mars.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like the Milky Way galaxy is just one galaxy upon.
Many, many.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been proven.
Have you ever thought of like the what is it? I'm trying to think of like if there was nothing.
Oh yeah. I think of that sometimes when mine can't process it and it just like
Shuts
Goes
off,
away.
restarts.
Because even if
like,
there
if
was
nothing
like
was here, then what's nothing?
no thing, but there was no thing is still a thing
yeah.
because there's no thing there.
So like, do you
Yeah,
think?
but then what's above that? And then what's above that?
No, there's just
Nothing.
nothing. Just imagine like this is the whole world.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
whole
gone.
universe
It's just
is
gone.
What do you think would happen?
You know, there's like multiverses.
What do you mean?
Like, it's a theory.
Like off of like the Flash.
The universe has all these galaxies, but there's multiple universes.
So like if
So,
I
like, it's just
So like,
never
we're like
ending.
in alternate dimension. So like us in another
Yeah, do you think-
multiverse would be like, I don't know. I'd be like a boy,
Yeah.
And you guys would be girls, and it'd all be like the opposite.
They say there's like a universe for every single scenario that's happening in your life.
That's why you have
Seriously?
deja
So
vu.
like, say I drink Coke instead of water this podcast. That's like happening in another universe.
It's like
right
a different dang.
Yeah.
That's why you get deja vu.
Yeah. What do you think about deja vu? Because like sometimes deja vu is like true.
That could be
dude.
part of your past life too.
Yeah, there's like multiple theories on deja vu. So like one is like, oh, that's what happened in other like universe, but that's what you're like connecting to, and then it's like that's what happened in a past life, and then there's another one where it's like that's like your regret.
No, dude. My dad has a friend who went to a fortune teller, and like read her past life, and like she started describing it, and she started like remembering and like saying the names.
That's weird.
Like she was on the Titanic, I guess.
And her past.
But like she like named off people that the fortune teller was naming off.
That's crazy. What are
Like they
your
were both thinking the same thing.
That's weird to think about. Like, do you think that after, like, do you think animals? Well, I guess this kind of like leads into something else. But like, do you think if like once we die, we come back into another life as something else?
like
or do you think
reincarnation?
Yeah. Do you think we come back as something else, or just another person?
I think another person.
Well, we're just stardust, so I mean,
Because what is what
like
is?
we're stars.
What do you mean we're stars?
We're made of stardust. Like if you go
I don't know
really
what
deep
that
into
means.
it,
Like
Explain,
evolution.
like we're made of like shit
Stardust.
from the universe. Like
Yeah,
particles.
because it wasn't.
So like we're just
The Big Bang
So like
and
once we
then-
die, like the Earth is just gonna like disintegrate. We're all dead on here. So.
Okay.
Dang, dude, we just got like. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up. Hope you guys figured out life. Gosh. Jesus, dude, I need a debrief from that.
And also, why are we scared to die?
I don't know.
'Cause we
Because we
don't
don't
know
know.
what
Yeah,
next
because we don't know what's
And
going to
then, like
happen.
you don't know if you're gonna see your like friends or family or ever again.
Jeez.
Like you die and then like your family that's still
Do you-
alive is sad, but
Do you think that people dying is like bad? I guess a lot of people fear like death. You know what I'm saying? Like, say if like someone you're close to died, are you like afraid of that, or are you like
no, I'm just more like sad that they're gone.
because you can't spend time with them?
You can't like
Yeah.
talk to them ever again.
Yeah.
I feel like in my own life, like I'm not scared of death. I'm scared of how others around me will react to my death.
Yeah, I can
You
feel
know what I
that.
mean?
Because like if I died, I'd be worried about like my parents. My
Yeah.
You'd be
parents
worried about me.
living the rest. Nah, not at all. You'd just be happy because we wouldn't have to film these podcasts. No, but I'd be more concerned with like the people around me because I'd be like, oh, like what my parents will have to live the rest of their life, like mourning about their son.
It's
or
also sad
whatever,
if you
know?
die before your parents do.
Yeah, that
Like,
is.
That's terrible.
Especially when they're
Imagine having a kid
older.
just watching it die.
I don't want to imagine that.
Why would you want
I don't.
to?
I'm not just saying like just to feel the emotions. Like,
We just all
flow
start
through your
crying.
body.
We're like,
Also, though in Mexico they celebrate death too, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, the Day of the Dead is kind of like a
Or like when someone like
celebration.
instead of funerals they have like a celebration.
celebration of life
Yeah.
instead of
like mourning on the
like
loss.
happy that they were here.
Yeah.
Have you
I
ever
think that's
been to
better,
one of those?
honestly.
I think it's a better idea to think
Funerals
about
are,
it.
Like, just make everyone sad.
have you ever been to a celebration of life?
No.
No.
Have you?
It's weird. Yeah.
I've only been to funerals, which is
I've
so
only
weird
been
to
to,
think about because like why would I want to go and cry? You know what I'm
It's-
saying?
Well, it's your
I've-
last time seeing them.
And I've been to a
But
lot.
like I don't
want to
see them
your
when they're
goodbyes.
dead. You know, I don't want to see them when they're dead. I'd rather see them like I'd rather not see them and like talk to everybody about like all the good memories we had and just like
Yeah.
party it out, dude.
That's what it was. Like when I went to like my celebration of life, it was like
Whose celebration? of
Your
life?
celebration of life, you said?
an uncle of mine. No, not mine. But like when I went to a celebration of life,
Yeah.
it was like it was just like a bunch of family members there, food, and I mean it was almost like a family reunion,
Yeah.
except we were there for a certain reason.
Yeah.
And it was more talk about like good memories than crying.
Yeah.
You know, like there's some people crying, but like not as much as
It's
you
the
would
wor-
see at a funeral.
It's the worst when you go to a funeral, like the person who died, their closest relatives are like just like sobbing. You can
Yeah.
just like feel their pain.
I know.
It's like terrible.
I hate funerals, dude. I agree. No, like
Especially when you see the dead
Yeah.
body, dude.
Dude, that's
That's
don't
so
want to,
worse.
dude.
I
If
don't
I
like
die,
them, dude.
bro,
They're terrible.
nah, it's not. I'm not gonna.
Would you be
in it.
cremated
I'd
or
be cremated,
buried?
man. I'd be cremated, and thrown
Cremated.
into the ocean, man. Gone.
yeah.
I'd be thrown upon the sand. I don't know. Build a sand castle out of me. I don't give a fuck, dude. Don't show me to
Logan
everybody.
Paul's dad wants to be fed to the birds and like shit on the mountains.
And shit on the
So you
mountains.
sprint through the land.
What?
That's what my mom said. She wants me to throw her ashes in Newfoundland.
See, what if burning your body affects your afterlife though?
I don't think it does because I think your soul leaves your body. But
Yeah.
that also brings up, do you have a soul? So, like,
I was also thinking that like if you can like take your brain and move it to like someone else's body and you're still alive, like you still have your mind.
so like,
They just connect the spinal cord to your brain,
damn near that would be.
like a brain transplant.
What's the scary movie where the freaking,
Frankenstein?
no, where freaking guy's like this on the bed.
Um,
He's like,
I have no
the
idea.
freaking resurrection or some shit. I forget what it's called.
I don't know.
Never mind. It basically takes over someone else's body. That's
Yeah.
basically like what that
Oh.
would be.
Yeah.
So you're saying remove someone's brain and put it into someone else's body?
and like see if you can still have your conscious and
I don't know if they'd be able to like cut the brain off for that long.
I don't know, but once we get to
I mean, they can
technology-
I don't know, because they could take a heart out.
yeah, they can take your lungs and heart
Yeah, but the
out.
brain is like the central system, dude.
Yeah.
once it's like cut, it's like gone.
Yeah, but it just like stop your lungs and stuff in your old body, which you don't even need.
Yeah, but the oxygen.
Plus
or
the-
the brain needs oxygen.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it needs
yeah.
electricity.
Oh yeah,
Electric.
That's true.
Electricity runs through the brain, so like if you cut it, then it just be like cut the cord or whatever the freak it is, then it just like stop. It's like unplugging an outlet. Like, literally, like the fan's going and you go and it just stops.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could slowly stop and you get it quick enough.
Like
But I'm
when
sure
the fan
we-
starts going and you plug it back in, it goes.
Exactly. That's what you could do.
We just do that.
You
in
just have to do, like,
someone's
super
body.
We should be brain surgeons, honestly.
Yeah,
We got good
We
ideas.
learned anything
I'm like,
from this
yeah, for real.
podcast,
I should be
we
a brain surgeon. My hands like.
I'm watching too much Grey's
It's like
Anatomy.
those TikTok videos was like, could you be a surgeon?
Yeah,
And you're like,
and they like hold their hand.
I don't think I could.
Yeah, I'm probably too shaky for that. Do you think that's
I
taken
wouldn't
into
see
consideration?
Huh? Yeah, they
Would-
do.
Really? They take
I
like
don't
tests
think
on
so.
that?
They do, because on Grey's Anatomy, they have to like take a paper cup and drop a pin through it and hit on the nose of a dollar bill.
But
Like,
your
on a
hands
dollar
can be
bill.
shaky. For example, like I used to write on cakes all the time, and my hands are super shaky. But anytime I do it, it turned out really straight. But like my hands look shaky, but when I'm actually like doing something, it's fine.
You go to meet your brain surgeon and you shake hands and he's like,
That's how you know you're gonna die.
Parkinson's.
nah, I'm good off that one. He's like, so I'm going to be the one performing the surgery. Gosh. All right, continuing the podcast. By the way, we don't have any sponsors, but if you would like to sponsor us, you can leave a comment down below or you can email at. I'm taking that out so people don't spam my email. Never mind. What's another question? Okay, well, we talked about afterlife and
Yeah.
we went we got way off track because I should have asked this right after. What if the afterlife was a whole new life where you could fix your mistakes? Again, Jordan wrote this, so credits to her for the
Paper.
yeah.
Oh,
Let
I'm
me
s-
read it again.
I forgot the question.
What if the afterlife was a whole new world or was a whole new life where you could fix your mistakes? So like
What mistakes would you fix from your past life?
like for
Like-
example, Walter. No, let's just say Walter theoretically drove off a bridge, but he survived somehow. You
Yeah.
think that he would want to go back and fix that and not drive off a bridge?
Depends. I mean, depends on what lessons he learned from it.
Yeah.
I mean, if he got severely injured, then yeah.
Well, maybe like it taught him something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe he was driving too fast and he always drove too fast, and then all of a sudden he drove off the bridge. That taught him a lesson.
Or like he thought he was like
Invincible.
invincible.
Yeah, I think that certain mistakes maybe should be kept, and then maybe other ones like
What
shouldn't
mistakes
be kept.
would you change?
About my life?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Mistakes. Honestly, a mistake would be not uploading consistently to YouTube. Genuinely.
Really?
Genuinely, dude. Because inconsistency is terrible, but consistency is key. And it'll lead you to success. Also, not reading books.
I kind of feel that one
Those are
too.
so
I need to read
little.
more books.
Dude. How is that even possible, bro? Hold on. Tyler called me. I'm on airplane mode.
Is it the Wi-Fi?
Because of Wi-Fi.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I hit record again. All right. Well, I got a phone call, but whatever, dude. I literally put my phone on airplane mode.
That's bullcrap.
I forgot
That's
to
not even possible. Dude.
Yeah, because the Wi-Fi, dude. Because I was connected
Did
to
he
Wi-Fi.
FaceTime you?
It
But it doesn't-
automatically turns the Wi-Fi
mine did.
off.
Mine did. Mine was on.
That makes no sense.
Whatever. What were we talking about? That's fucking always happen.
Changing things you've done in this life.
See, though, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of not turning the Wi-Fi off, and now next podcast, I'm gonna make sure that I turn on airplane mode and turn the Wi-Fi off.
It's kind of turned into like learning from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or look for the positive in every negative situation.
Yeah.
that too. Like if you're really poor and can't afford shoes.
I've learned that one. You just always gotta find the positive.
Yeah,
Because someone out there's having a worse day than you are.
that is true. Yeah, a lot of people are
Like your
having,
problems
like,
mean nothing.
literally.
We're on this rock.
But it's like to you. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
But it matters to you.
some people are like worried about like they're like, oh, I didn't get cheese on my cheeseburger, and like they get shitty.
Well,
about it.
that really bothers some people, you know.
And then like someone's mom's like dying of cancer.
Okay,
yeah,
but you can't think
It's
of
like-
life like
but
that
no-
because it could always be worse. You could be in the worst possible situation. It can always be worse. So you can't
Yeah.
think of it like that.
Yeah, but I'm just
well, that's a
saying,
good.
like, if you
That's
had
a good
roof
way to
over-
think about it, though.
Yeah, but like your problems don't mean anything.
I know, but I'm just
That
saying
is a good
from,
way to
like-
think about it because I don't know why you're saying you can't think about it like that because you can because if something if you think
It can
oh,
always be
yeah,
worse.
then that's a very positive statement. Why would you not want to think like that?
I mean, I'm coming from like a
Say
psychologist.
you got like a flat tire, dude. You could have totaled your car, man.
Which is true.
From like a
You
psychologist
totaled
point of
your
view.
car. Oh well, you could have died.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you died.
I mean, yes. New afterlife.
Yeah, you'll be in the afterlife now, coming back as a parakeet.
It's always could be worse until you're dead.
It is.
Once you're dead, it's at maximum
Yeah,
capacity.
but if you come back to life, then it got better.
You just like get revived.
What were you trying to say?
Defibrillators.
From psychology? You said you get revived and you went to the afterlife and everyone asks you and no one believes. No one believes because no
That'd be
one's
kinda-
actually been there.
That'd be kind of scary. Like you saw something but no one believed you.
Yeah. That's like was it the one book about the guy's
It's
grandpa
like
who
90
died?
minutes in heaven.
Yeah. 90 was he really there though? Or was he having a dream?
I go, he was doing it for the content for an NYC bestseller
I
book.
think he was. Dude, that's true, bro. That's very true though.
Like faking the whole thing.
Yeah, like faking something or like them. Maybe that didn't even happen. Maybe that's just made up by someone who was like, let's write a story about someone who blah, blah, blah. And then we'll get this guy to act and interview and he'll be like, yeah, I saw this, this, and this.
It's possible.
Shit happens, dude. It's kind of
Do,
crazy.
people do anything for money nowadays.
Everything's fabricated in life.
That was a loaded statement.
Also, I don't mean your problems mean nothing. Your problems do mean something, but I'm just saying it could be worse.
So basically,
I'm not saying like your problems don't mean anything.
but like, they're not that big of a deal.
Yeah. Or I mean, we're just on a rock out of like 8,000 million bajillion planets.
So we're fine.
Yeah.
We're all gonna be fine, anyways, until we
Hopefully.
die. And even if
Yeah.
we die, we'll still be fine because
Yeah.
we'll go to the afterlife.
It's just a life cycle.
yeah,
You're supposed to die.
literally. Yeah, think about it like that. If you're afraid of death, just think about this: you're gonna die anyways. Doesn't matter.
Exactly. You
And
can't
if-
do anything to stop it.
Yeah,
So it's coming your way.
and if it's your time to go, then it's your time to go. Now, like purposely running out in the middle of the street is different. Just let life happen. But if it's your time, then you're good to go. Just be ready for the next life.
There you
Should I ask another one? Which mistakes would you fix? You guys didn't really. Did you say something?
Mm-mm.
All right. What mistakes would you fix about your life? Because your life's really fucked up.
Yeah, they're pretty messed up. Whenever
I'll
you
probably ask-
buy Bitcoin back in 2009,
You're a fucking idiot, dude. Of course. Yeah, it's not an investment opportunity.
I'm serious, dude. Listen, if we bought Bitcoin in 2009,
We'd be millionaires.
like billionaires.
Dang, if we would have
Do you
bought...
see the new price it's at? It's like 18K now.
Yeah, but it was...
It's gone up like 5K in the past like month.
It was at like 19, wasn't it? In the past, what was the highest?
Oh
that it got
yeah,
up
in
to?
2018.
Yeah.
So if it breaks the line, then it
Well, then we're on
could
an
take off
uptrend.
to like 100K.
Oh, do you want these papers?
No,
What?
I want the vape.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
I was like doing it.
The international claw hand.
Yeah.
Is there any mistakes you would keep? We kind of talked about that. So, like a mistake that you maybe learned from.
I don't know.
Definitely
I
keep
try
that.
to live life with no regrets too.
Yeah. Speaking of no regrets, do you think you're gonna get? What do you guys think about tattoos? Would you guys get the tattoo?
Yeah, I want a couple of tattoos. They're just so expensive.
But is expensive the way to think about it? Because in reality, you're gonna have it for the rest of your life.
It's a good investment.
I don't think it's an
have
investment.
it forever.
I don't think it's an investment.
It's not an investment, but I mean, it's a good way to spend some money for a good purchase.
I mean, I have lots of tattoos, so.
How many do you have, and how much do you think you spent
One,
on
two,
tattoos?
three.
Are they all there? Are they all small?
No, I have one big one. I have 6, 5 or 6, and then I have 6, and I've probably spent like 300 total.
That's not bad.
No, because a lot of them are tiny
Yeah,
and went by really fast.
yeah, but I want like a whole like thing right here.
a whole sleeve.
Well, I'm eventually
And
gonna
the guy
get
I want
there.
it done by is like costs a lot
Yeah,
because I don't want some sucky artist to like do some sucky work on my own.
yeah. You definitely don't want,
Fuck that.
especially if it's gonna be on there forever, dude.
I've done that. That's like,
I've
one
seen
of my
some people like
tattoos.
show me their tattoos and like, bro, that looks good, and then like it looks like shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
like-
would. What would you get tattooed on you?
I definitely want some roses on my body.
And why do you like?
I just love roses. I've always had an obsession.
Just
It's
like
like
them.
breaking down.
Black,
Always had an
black and
obsession.
roses are my thing.
A
Color black.
rose.
Black rose.
What are your tattoos and what do they mean?
I have a Leo symbol. I have like a heart.
Wait, hold on. What's the Leo symbol again? Is that the?
Like a zodiac sign. It's like a circle, and then it's like that. Like the tail. It's a lion.
Oh,
But it's the
okay.
constellation of it.
Oh, because you're.
A Leo.
Okay, because that's the month thing.
Yeah, like
horoscopes.
horoscopes.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I don't horoscope, dude. I don't.
We read our horoscopes every morning.
You guys are freaking. Oh,
I'm
It's
obsessed.
just
Some of
wake
them
up,
are
you're
kinda-
like,
some of them are kind of true.
it like depicts your day for the
It
day.
does.
kinda
It
does.
like reads your day.
You know why? Because you read it first thing in the morning.
No,
No,
dude. I'll
like-
come
And
home
you
sometimes
base
and
your
read.
life-
I'm like, damn, that really happened.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
I swear, try it out
Whatever.
sometime.
It literally says it's like you're gonna get a flat tire and blah blah.
Nah,
It's like
it's
you
not
may
that
run into some problems today, but you'll overcome it.
And then, yeah, you can flat tire.
Dang, that's
mean-
crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't looked
Or
like
it's like
deep
you'll
into
meet
that
someone
stuff.
today that you really don't like, but you guys will create new bonds together, and then like it happens that day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I need to look more into.
What sign? What would he be? June
Cancer.
20.
I'm a Cancer. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I know what sign I am, but I just don't know like what it means.
I'm an Aquarius. It means I don't show feelings.
Do you want
Yeah.
to know yours?
Is that true?
What?
That I don't
I
show
don't know.
feelings.
Yeah, it is.
Am I like emotional?
I don't know. You were crying in the
Motionless?
bathroom the other day. God, what are we at? What's the time at?
29.
Jeez.
Hold on, what does Evan's symbol mean?
It means you're really, really emotional.
Damn.
Like you put your feelings into everything, and you have really
Up,
bad.
dude.
Like you get attached to people really easily. You're really trusting.
Let's just relax, bro. We don't need to talk about that. These horoscopes are lies.
Really?
Oh, it's
really.
a fucking lie.
Because of your reaction there, I believe
No,
it's a
it's
lie.
all a lie. I'm not attached to horoscopes.
Not things, people.
Dang, this was pretty
Whatever.
deep podcast. That flew by.
I just freaking like assassinate both of you right now. I'm like, who's attached?
you're
who's
like, you're like
attached?
insecure now.
I'm not insecure, dude. Fuck you. I'm not, dude. I'm not. I'm just sipping some water. Should we end it? Should we wrap it up? Oh, should I read the rest of these questions?
If you want.
Hey, we're going for an hour, Bob.
What if the afterlife is you as an alien. Like as in a different
Yeah, like you
world?
come
you
back
know,
as like
like-
a different world, alien form.
You know those like joke tweets where they're like hits blunt and then you like pass out and then when you wake up you're like an alien and they're like, whoa, how was your ride? You know what I mean?
How was your ride?
Like you were actually getting high as an alien and like this life was your trip.
That's actually crazy to think about.
I know. Like you die.
But bro, there's so many like, not that like I don't believe it, but like there's so many theories out there about life.
I know. It's
It's
kind of
just
like
wild.
interesting, though.
I saw this one where it said all the planets are just marbles and the aliens are like rolling them around.
Like we are the small ones.
Like we're the marbles and they're playing marbles with
Yeah,
us.
that's freaking weird, dude.
Or like Sims. We're the Sims.
Yeah, like someone's controlling
And
us.
that's what fate
Simulation. Oh, that's
That's
a good
what
one.
The
fate is.
simulation. Can we save that for
Elon
another?
Musk thinks for a living in a simulation, so
Let's
I mean,
save
you can't.
simulation for another podcast.
Okay.
The title will be "Are We in a Simulation?" But we'll save that for another podcast. Today we talked about. Should I wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Today we talked about a series of topics, including the afterlife, aliens, Greek mythology, and religion and horoscopes. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast today. Do you guys have any final words?
Nope.
Any last messages for those heading into the recent?
Remember, your problems are just like this.
Read your horoscopes.
Don't believe the horoscopes because they're never true.
They are true.
They're not true in my case. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's podcast. If you have any ideas for the next podcast, no one has commented still.
Have you not gotten any comments?
Not about like ideas. I've gotten comments from like people that I know that are like, "Oh, cool podcast" and all that, but you know, so yeah, leave some comments about stuff you want to hear us talk about down below. So thank you guys for watching today's podcast. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace out.
Bye.